we've now come up to 16th notes. 16th notes are distinguished at the top when you look at them. As you can see, these are 8th notes like we looked at before, and this beam at the top is just a single line. If we look at the 16th notes though, they have two beams running across like this, and that is when it's two or more 16th notes after each other. We will examine this rhythm number 34 in order to learn a bit about how to read 16th notes and how to perform and count 16th notes. We'll start from the beginning as usual and look at what's coming up first, and this is the very first note that we have in this bar, so we'll just go ahead and put number 1 on top of that. It's always on the first beat, the first thing you have in the bar. That's an 8th note followed by another 8th note, so we know already that's on the 1 and on the 1 and. Right after that we have our 16th notes coming up, and as we can see there are 4 of them right after each other, and 16th notes are 1/4 of a beat each, which means that 4 of them would cover one whole beat. So that means that the first one would obviously start on the second beat, since we have the first beat covered by these two 8th notes, and it needs to be this one, the first one of the 4 that you put the 2 on top of. If you would put the 2 somewhere else, it wouldn't help you as much, or it wouldn't actually help you at all to sort out how to perform this rhythm. So make sure that you put the 2 straight on top of the first one of the 4. We will start looking at this as if they covered half a beat each. So that means that 2 of these would cover half a beat. So these 2 together is the first half, and this one then is the starting on the second half of the second beat. So that's where the and would go. So just as we did with the 8th notes, we put out where we have on the beat and the off beat, the and in between. We now have that here. We will continue and do the rest of this bar and then go back to the 16th notes and see how we can count them to get it right as the rhythm should be performed. So if we continue here, the next thing then would start on the third beat. That's an 8th note followed by another one, so it's 3 and 3 and the last thing then would end up on the 4th beat, and that is a quarter note, which means that it covers the whole of the 4th beat and the bar is complete. Now we know these other note values already and how to perform them, but with the 16th note, as it's 4 on one beat, that means that we have to squeeze in all 4 on the second beat in this case. And if we count it slowly, it will go like this: 1 and 2, 3 and 4. So we had 4 quick notes on the second beat. One more time: 1 and 2, 3 and 4. So how do we say that? We have the and already. A pretty common way to do it is to add some sounds on the other notes as well when you have 16th notes, and this is a pretty common way to do it, that you add an E on the second of the 4, and you say 2 E and so and so I would just write an A here, just as if you said na. So it would read 2 E and na. It may be a bit difficult at first, but once you get into it, it will actually help you, especially when we move on to rhythms that don't have all 4 16th notes on a beat. That would definitely help you. So you would read this rhythm 1 and, like we've done before, and then 2 E and na. So you go 2 E and na, 3 and 4. So you would read the rhythm 1 and 2 E and na, 3 and 4. 1 and 2 E and na, 3 and 4. Let's listen to what the rhythm sounds like with a drum performing it and with a click counting the beats, which will help you out. There's a 4-beat counting and then the rhythm starts. song and use these words at the top and numbers, then you will see that the drum is playing this same rhythm. So squeezing in 4 quick notes on one beat, that's what the 16th notes are about.